Hi, my beautiful friend. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you from the bottom of my heart. Thank you. Thank you for what you're doing. Thank you for letting me be part of the change that you're going through, the change that your life needs right now. Thank you for coming here. You came to the right place. Really. I'm here. And I want to be with you through this. Because I can see so many beautiful things coming into your life. I can see a bright future. And I can see that it's starting right now. So thank you. Thank you for letting me be part of that. I know what it is like to need a change, to need to say no to so many things in your life that don't serve any purpose anymore. That's why I'm so happy that you're here. Because I've been through that too. To the point where I couldn't take it anymore. To the point where it was just do or die. And I chose to do. And I died. And here I am. A part of me died. And it had to die. And I want that part of you that shouldn't be here anymore to also die, to vanish, to disappear and become a memory, a sweet one, a sweet memory, a memory of a part of your life that needed to be there, that left a mark in you, but a not too visible one that you carry proud because you're here, choosing yourself. So thank you. Thank you for that. I want to share my everything with you. It is my purpose. And I know that sometimes it's hard to know where to begin or where to go. Don't worry too much about that, because there are great plans for you. Yeah. And again, it all starts now. I would like to share something with you. Call it a tip. Call it whatever you want. But by the end of this conversation with you, I would like to take it as a gift. As something that changed my whole life. Something that I just discovered out of pure desperation, out of just giving up on everything and choosing again to do or die. And I want to share it with you. I want to share this with you right now. How do you feel? Are you ready? Are you here with me? Okay. I would like to talk about your body. And I would like to talk about it with a funny analogy, with a funny comparison. I was thinking before, do you remember those old TVs or radios that used to have this antenna that you would move around trying to find, I don't know, the radio station you wanted to listen to, or the channel that you wanted to watch, looking for that perfect, crisp image or sound? Do you remember that? The struggles? Maybe you didn't live that. Actually, I barely did too. But what if your body was exactly that? What if all the things that are happening to you the things that you think, the things that you feel, the emotions, how your body feels itself, all the music, all the colors of your life. What if you were just like that? You know, when you don't get the sound that you want, you don't try to fix the sound. It's hard, right? I mean, I cannot even see sound. I don't even know what it is. Who really knows what sound is, right? But I can touch the radio a little bit here and there, change the settings, move the antenna, and then I can play with the sound. Maybe I can find. Maybe sometimes I don't get any sound at all. Maybe some of the times I find the most beautiful song that I've ever heard. You know what I mean? But I cannot really play with those beautiful things unless I play with the instrument that I've been given. And the instrument you've been given is your body. That is the only thing that you can operate with. So we might need to use that for change, because everything starts here. Everything that you've experienced, every memory, every emotion, every time, everything you do sometimes without really realizing, just because of the old inertia, everything comes from this one. And this one needs to be readjusted. You need to place that antenna the way that you want. Again, because you cannot really have clarity. You cannot really listen to what you want to listen or see what you want to see if your body is not aligned, if your body is not tuned. So, how do you know that? How do you know your body is not tuned? Well, if you become aware of your body, and by this I mean really set the intention to not focus on anything that's not your body, on anything that's not the comfort of your body, anything that's not seeking a pleasant feeling, like the geometry of your body is completely aligned. I would love you to do that right now. If you can, just find a very comfortable position. Keep your back straight. Breathe deeply. Focus on the tensions of your body, on your neck, on your head, even your scalp, everything, your arms. Think about it. That it's like the antenna of your radio that you have to readjust. Go for it. Just do it. But you know what? Sometimes, and not only sometimes, every moment, when we are reliving our past, when we are in a process of change, our past will come back to our present. And if you're relaxed, if you're aware of your body, if you really are there, you will see it. You will see it in your heart. You will see how your heartbeat starts to increase, to beat rapidly. You will realize how that emotion, could be any kind of emotion, is building up. You can see that thought, that image from the past, the memory that is sometimes hard to see because it's become so common, so familiar, that it's just there, controlling, you will realize that your whole body is reacting to a sign, to an emotion, to a thought, to your whole body, to everything. Everything is completely connected. Every time that you feel that intense emotion because you saw someone, because of something that triggers you, because of something that makes you react, because of something that brings back the past, that who you are not anymore. Every time there is something changing here, like you're being controlled. Your breathing becomes shallow, becomes erratic. Your heartbeat, you start thinking about it. And you know what? Every time this happens, every time you think about that thing, your body and your emotions react. Every time that you have an emotion, your mind and your body reacts. Every time that your body reacts, changes your very own physiology, how your body works. Every time there is a change, your thoughts change and your emotions change. But what if you're just there? What if you're so aware of your body, of your tool, of your radio, of your old TV, and every time that happens, you just readjust it, and you see it, and you go back and reset back to default settings, you know? What if you did that every time you felt that rush, that emotion, that change in your breathing pattern, in your heartbeat, in your mind? What if you just relaxed instead of reacting to that? What if you didn't let your body change just because that is there? What if you broke the pattern? What if you changed that habit? What if you did that every time that happened? What if you were so present that every time that that happens, you are there to see it? I saw you. I saw you. I was going to react to that. I was going to say that again. I was going to get trapped in my thoughts again because of that thing that happened that hurt so much. I was going to get worried again about that thing that hasn't happened yet. Or I was going to worry again about that thing that already happened. What if, whenever that happened, you'd be there to say, well, that is just my past. I just saw it. I just saw you, my friend. It was catching up again to my present, to my very now. But I'm here now, and I see that it doesn't really exist anymore. I see that it was just trying to take control of me again. I see that it was trying to keep the pattern because that's the best I can do when I'm not there. But you know much more. What if you did that? And I want you to remember this. What if you went from reactivity to responsibility? Because you're constantly reacting to things that you don't want. You're constantly allowing your past patterns, emotions, physical responses, and thoughts. You're allowing those to condition your every move you make, every feeling that you feel. You're replicating every day. You're repeating every day like it's yesterday. What if you stopped reacting? Because you're so present that you see it coming. And you just stopped it and saw it for what it is. Just part of your past. is something that was trying to control you again. And you don't need to worry about it. You don't need to give it more than 10 seconds. Not even one if you can. You don't need to. You don't need to have control of everything, every thought, every emotion. It becomes an addiction. You don't need to react. You don't need to become an animal that can only react to stimuli. What if you became responsible? But not in the way people tell you, like being mature, knowing what you need to do. Responsible as able to respond, to be there, to be so aware, so present, that every time that your life requires you to do something, you have the ability to respond. You are responsible. Responsible. What if you did that? Everything would change. Everything would change if you break the pattern. If you use this tool that you have to just see. To just see again. To be so present that nothing can ever control you. That nothing has to weigh the importance that it used to have. That nothing is so heavy anymore because you're here and you see it coming and you don't let it affect you in any way. You don't let it affect your body, the way you breathe, the way you walk, the way you think. Because it's not who you are. It is not. And you can leave that behind as a memory, as part of you, but nothing else. Because you're responsible and you're there to now choose and give yourself time. Take as much time as you need. Because there are so many things that are going to trigger you. So many people, your job, your studies, again, maybe your family, maybe thoughts from your past, maybe your very own habits. So many different things that need responsibility. But responsibility in a very motivating way in your life. Just for you. Be there. Use your body and stop it before it starts. Because if you do it one day, if you do it 2 days, if you do that 3 days, your mind, your body, the way it reacts, you will understand that it's not important anymore. It's not a danger anymore. You don't have to react to that again. You don't have to bring that thought back to your mind again and again and again and again anymore. Because it's not important. Because you're not reacting to that. Because it's not part of your survival situation anymore. Because nothing deserves that from you. What if you did that? Let's be responsible together, okay? Remember, from reactivity to responsibility. And the key is presence, awareness. Be here. Use your body. Thank you so much for being here, for sharing this moment with me together, for choosing yourself, for loving yourself, and for being willing to change. I'm so proud of you, and I deeply appreciate you because you have so much to give to this world. You cannot even imagine. But there's too much noise right now. I wish you all the best, and I'll see you soon.